Good morning, Joe. Like yesterday, we're starting out pretty foggy, where we haven't really gotten to see too much outside of this camera in Springfield. It's low visibility out there right now, 59 degrees with some of that fog and a northwest wind. 3 miles visibility right now in Springfield, a quarter mile in Camdenton, and a quarter mile Lake of the Ozarks. So take it easy and use those headlights even now that the sun is up. We've got mostly clear skies out there this morning, so the sun will shine once the fog burns off. It's 59 degrees in Branson, 61 in West Plains, and 60 degrees in Mountain Grove. So starting out with some fog out there on the roads this morning. We'll be dry through the rest of the afternoon with lots of sunshine, so I don't expect any road hazards later on in the day. As you fire up the grill today, it's going to be nice. We'll have sunshine, that temperature at 75 degrees. We stay clear, calm, and comfortable through the evening hours. So hour by hour, we're looking at that temperature at 75 degrees today with sunshine, some lower 50s overnight tonight, cool, clear, and pleasant, and a really nice day again tomorrow with temperatures in the middle 70s. So we'll have some dry days ahead if you need to mow the lawn today and tomorrow. You might need today, though, to let the ground finally dry up a little bit more, and then you'll definitely be able to mow by the weekend and into next week as we have a nice dry stretch ahead. So here's your weekend forecast: sunshine on Saturday and Sunday, really beautiful and seasonal with highs in the middle and upper 70s. By the time we head into next week, we start to crank the heat a little bit more. It gets a little bit more summer-like with temperatures in the middle, maybe even some upper 80s, starting to feel warm and sticky. A much welcome dry stretch ahead. I mean, look at the 7-day forecast. Sunshine the whole way through, very little in the way of rain chances with a warming trend, feeling like summer by next week. Joe?
Take a look. What we got right here this morning? That's a live look right now at the Dickerson Park Zoo. We're catching up with Joey Powell plenty of times before you know her. And Joey, what are you looking at? What are you showing us this morning? And what good news do you have for these Ozarks residents?
We have the best news. We are opening back up today to the public, 9 a.m., 9 to 5 today.
That's right. So you're opening up, and how can we get in? What do people need to do to be able to go ahead and go back to experiencing the Dickerson Park Zoo?
Well, open at 9 a.m., so just come on out. We do not do advance reserve tickets. What we are asking, obviously, is that people stay in their family group, maintain those social distancing rules of 6 feet that we're all familiar with. And, you know, we've got some safety features put in place, some things that might be a little bit different, as you might have to wait before you come up on the giraffe deck. The giraffe deck is open, but we are limited with the number of people that can come up here. So we ask that you use the hand sanitizer before and after, but that was always the case. We still just, you know, being a little bit more aware of that now. And you might, like I said, have to wait a little bit. There's just one way on and off the giraffe deck. So we've got volunteers that are helping to kind of do that crowd control. But we're so excited. We're outside, so there's lots of places, lots of room to spread out here.
Yeah, that is the benefit there to being able to go to the zoo, to be able to stay outdoors and see that. What are you feeding that giraffe right now, by the way? What's for breakfast?
Breakfast is the giraffe crackers, and you get those here. And obviously, I'm not doing it fast enough because she's pretty hungry. The giraffes are going to be very excited to have people back and feeding them. They've maybe gotten a little tired of just the staff. They're ready to see our guests. That's
right. So people that come out will be able to feed the animals, huh?
They are. The giraffe deck is open. The petting zoo is open. The train is open. You can ride the train. The cafe is open. All of those things are available. The only things that are shut down right now is we still have the Diversity of Life building is locked, and we're not ready to open that yet. And some of the walk-through buildings, like the giraffe building, you just have to go around that. But come outside. Beautiful day. Out of crackers, so we need you to come out and feed some crackers.
All right, so Joey, we just want to let everyone know, bring a little bit of patience, respect the distance guidelines there that'll be there, and tell us one more time, what time will you guys be open up for everyone?
We open up at 9 a.m. today, 9 to 5, and then 7 days a week from now on.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much, Joey Powell. Good to catch up with you. We'll back up with you in a few weeks, all right?
Sounds good. Thank you.
And now an update from Color 10 News on the coronavirus.
We have new potential exposures to tell you about this morning. The Springfield Greene County Health Department says there are 6 new cases as of yesterday, and there are 5 locations across 5 different days that people have traveled to recently. A full list of those are over on ozarksfirst.com for you, complete with the dates. Health officials say none of the cases were clients from Great Clips. 42 results have come back from those clients so far. No tests have been positive, all negative. Today, 22 new COVID-19 testing sites will open at CVS pharmacies in Missouri, and 3 will be in Springfield. Testing will not happen inside the store. Pharmacy workers will give patients a self-swab test through the drive-thru and will watch to make sure it's done correctly. Tests will be sent to a third-party lab. CVS says results should be ready in about 3 days. You'll also need to register online before showing up. Someone posing as an FBI agent nearly tricked a Springfield woman into thinking she won the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Shelly Hoskins entered it hoping to win the $1 million. She got a text then saying she won and an FBI agent would contact her. Now that person, claiming to be the agent, texted Shelly that she would need to pay for shipping for that payment. But once she got her payment info, she found out she had an old tracking number from November of 2019.
And so then I called the FBI. And then I gave them their numbers and said that he had presented on the phone that he was the FBI agent with a badge and an ID, Finally stopped when I gave him the number to the Federal Agent Bureau FBI people and told him that he was going to be lucky he might get to be on TV.
Publishers Clearinghouse says no winner is ever asked to send money in order to collect a prize. If you are in that sweepstakes, the next big winner is announced on June 30th. Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge is filing a lawsuit against an Alma woman for taking people's money before completing home repair projects. According to the Pulaski County Circuit Court, Laura Ann Jones and her business, Purple Hat Construction, says they would require a large deposit up front to reserve the date for the work to get done, but then Jones would contact the homeowner with excuses of why she was unavailable to complete the work and unable to provide a refund. Rachel Stamps was one of Jones's customers who didn't get what she was promised after paying $1,000.
There's a lot of great small businesses out there who don't take your money and do great work, and so that's what I thought I was getting. Unfortunately, I didn't.
Stamps says her goal now is to raise awareness, letting people know to do their research of a company beforehand. Fayetteville will build a new school in the southwest part of the city. It was voted on by the school board last night, and the district plans to open the new school in August of 2023. But it hasn't been decided yet if it will be an elementary school or middle school. They say the growing student population in the area, though, had to be addressed.
We're just thinking maybe we can save if we concentrate on turning that school into just one grade level, which hopefully is going to be an elementary. Then we can move out and build a new middle school to address the middle school growth that we're having on the west side of town.
Yesterday, the FBI raided an apartment in Fayetteville. Public Affairs Officer Connor Hagan could not say if anyone was arrested during the operation or why the FBI was at the apartment. Fayetteville police are aware and said flashbangs were used. No more information is available right now because it is actually an ongoing federal investigation. Got some news from around America for you. The federal government will keep paying for National Guard members to help with the pandemic until at least mid-August. The president tweeted that news, saying he's extending Title 32 status. That keeps Guard members under the direction of their governors, with the federal government paying that bill. The status was set to expire June 24th. According to the Pentagon, about 46,000 National Guard members are helping with the coronavirus outbreak. United Airlines is using old uniforms in its effort to help keep employees safe. The airline is making face coverings for them. United says it's delivered 7,500 masks to its employees at the San Francisco International Airport and the airline's maintenance base. They were made from more than 12,000 pounds of old United uniforms. And we've got to look at some news from around the world for you. Japan has reported 63 new coronavirus cases, which is its highest number of daily infections in more than 2 weeks. The new cases bring its total number of known infections to more than 17,000, with 887 deaths. Tokyo reported 15 of those 63 new cases, bringing that total to nearly 5,200. This week, Tokyo actually did announce phase 2 of its reopening, and on Monday, schools there, along with gyms, movie theaters, and shops, will reopen. Now let's take a look at what's coming up on CBS This Morning.
Coming up, violent protests over the death of George Floyd as pressure mounts to charge the officers involved. Floyd's sister joins us. Plus, social media companies respond to President Trump's executive order. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
Got some videos trending for you right now that's happening. A crazy situation regarding CNN and what's happening in Minnesota. You may see the name Omar Jimenez on your social media here. This is actually footage of him being arrested on live TV. He and his crew with CNN were covering these Minnesota protests. They went up to where there was a line of police officers and other guardsmen, and they were told to move and leave. And CNN's recount and what happened on air was Omar asking them, "Where do you want us to go?" The responses were a little bit inaudible from what little bit I was able to hear there, but then they placed him and his crew under arrest. Since this happened early this morning, the governor of Minnesota has said that is inexcusable and should not have happened. He and his crew have already been released from jail and are already doing reports now on CNN this morning, explaining their experiences. So
they all handled it, I think, very professionally.
yes, and a very tough situation happening in Minnesota that just keeps on going now. That's been happening all week long. Look, we're wrapping up here on Daybreak, and we are getting set for a weekend, and we haven't seen a 7-day forecast this nice in quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, we're coming off the heels of the 5th wettest May on record with 11 inches of rain for the month, just about. So this is a very welcome sight, right? Lots of sunshine all weekend, temperatures in the middle and upper 70s. We warm up into the 80s by next week.
80s, not bad at all. Time to dry out, everyone, all right? Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. Have yourself a great weekend, everyone.